Okay, so now that you most likely understand Taylor expansion, if you don't, just go back and watch those past videos again. But we're going to move on here to finding the tangent line of a polynomial at a certain point. So let's take the polynomial x to the fourth power minus 4x to the third power plus x squared minus 1. Okay, and we're going to find it at x is equal to negative 1. All right, so we take this number and we divide when we do a Taylor expansion with it. So 1, negative 4, 1, 0, and negative 1. Divide it, drop down the 1. 1 minus 1 times negative 1 is equal to negative 1. 1 is equal to 5. Negative 1 times negative 5 is equal to 5. 6. Negative 1 times 6 is equal to negative 6. Negative 6. Negative 6 times negative 1 is equal to 6. And negative 1 plus 6 is equal to 5. Drop down the 1 again. Now 1 times negative 1 is equal to negative 1. Negative 1 minus 5 is equal to negative 6. Negative 6 times negative 1 is equal to 6. Is equal to 12. Negative 12 and negative 18. All right. Another synthetic division here, so drop down the 1. Negative 1 times 1 is equal to negative 1. Negative 6 minus 1 is equal to negative 7. Negative 7 times negative 1 is equal to 7. 7 times 12 is equal to 19. Or 7 plus 12 is equal to 19. All right, and I'm going to move the last synthetic division over here. So negative 1 divided by x minus 7. So line, drop down the 1. And multiply that, you get negative 1, you get negative 8. So our important numbers. So we write down those numbers, negative 8, 1, 19, negative 18, 5, and I'm going to erase this now. If you don't have this written down, pause the video, but if you do, continue on. Okay. So now what we have to do is we have to write out a Taylor expansion for this. So negative 8 x plus 1, since 0 is equal to x plus 1 to the fourth power plus x plus 1 cubed plus 19x plus 1 squared minus 18 x plus 1 plus 5. Okay, there's our Taylor expansion. Now what we have to do is we have to look at, we need to ignore all of these. Okay, the only thing that is important in this part is finding are these numbers. Okay, so what we need to do is to distribute these numbers. So 18 times x plus 1, so we have negative 18x minus 18 here, plus 5. Okay? And now, we combine like terms, so we have negative 18x plus, minus 13. And there's there's our tangent line at negative 1. Yeah. So if you understood this video, go on and do the worksheet.